A very good morning, students. I'm happy to say that today we have a last video, Unit 40, Question Answer Series from Class 11's Compulsory English book, a one-act play with the title Refund. Students, let's begin. Turn to page 331. Understanding the text. Answer the following questions. A. Why does Wazakov demand a refund of his tuition fees from the school? Answer. Wazakov demanded a refund of his tuition fees from his school as he lost his job and was penniless. He believed that his school had not taught him anything useful in his life. He thought that it was a total loss of his money, and so he demanded a refund. B. Why does Wazakov consider himself good for nothing? Answer. Wazakov considers himself good for nothing as he had just lost his job and was jobless and penniless. He felt that the formal education he had got from his school was useless and meaningless to him. C. What did the teachers decide to do when Wazakov asked for a refund? Answer. The teachers decided to take his re-examination and pass him in all the subjects by all means, so that he cannot prove to them that he knows nothing, as he insisted that he had learned nothing from that school. D. Why did Wazakov give ridiculous answers? Why did the teachers accept these answers? Answer. Wazakov gave ridiculous answers as he wanted to fail in the exam and get his refund of the total fees he had paid to the school. By giving wrong answers, he wanted to prove to them that he knew nothing, and the teachers happily accepted his wrong answers as they wanted to prove to him that he knew everything and that he had passed the exam so that the school doesn't have to refund his fees. E. How does the mathematics master describe Wazakov's character? Answer. Mathematics master described Wazakov as a very cunning, shrewd, and tricky guy who could go to any extent to refund his fees. F. How did the teachers outwit Wazakov? Answer. The teachers had pre-planned to pass Wazakov in the re-examination so that the school doesn't have to refund his fees, which he had demanded. So they prepared very easy questions for him. Still, Wazakov gave very absurd answers in order to fail in the exam. But the teachers were even cleverer. They outwit Wazakov unitedly by helping one another in order to prove that the ridiculous answers given by him were logically correct. They were so tactful that Wazakov could not say wrong to their tactful answers. Thus, they were able to pass Wazakov in the re-examination. G. What is the final judgment on Wazakov's demand of refund? Answer. The final judgment on Wazakov's demand of refund was that he had passed every subject by giving logically correct answers, so he was not entitled to any refund from the school. Now, reference to the context. A. Read the extract from the play given below and answer the questions that follow. It's possible I've changed. What the hell? Your class records will show I've got a right to come here. Number 1. Who is the speaker? Who is he speaking to? Answer. Wazakov is the speaker and he is speaking to the principal of his former school. Number 2. Why is the speaker say these words? Answer. The speaker is saying this to show his discontent with the school's academic results, he wanted to assert to the principal that he might look a bit different, but he was the former student of the school 18 years ago. Number 3. Where is the speaker at this moment? Answer. The speaker was in the principal's office at that moment. B. Read the extract dialogue given below and answer the questions that follow. The staff bowing heartily. How do you do? Wazirkov. Who the hell are you? Sit down, you loafers. He grins, waiting to be thrown out. The principal. How dare you? Number 1. What is to be the response to how do you do? Answer. Actually, the response should have been, I am fine, thank you. How are you all? Number 2. Is Wazirkov's response polite enough to the staff? Answer. No. Wazirkov was very rude and impolite to the staff. Number 3. How does Wazirkov rebuke the staff? Answer. Wazirkov rebukes the staff by calling them loafers. Number 4. What does the principal mean by how dare you? Answer. The principal meant to say that how he could speak to his teachers like that. How he could be so rude and impolite, calling them loafers. Now C. Explain the following line of the play. Because I didn't get my money's worth, that's why. Answer. The given line is uttered by Wazirkov. He meant to say that he did not learn anything from that school as he was jobless and penniless at that moment. He could not stick to any job and earn his living. So he believed that the formal education that he received from that school was useless and meaningless in his life. That's why he wanted the refund of the total fees which he had paid to that school. He thought that he had the right to it as he didn't get money's worth from the school. D. What is the theme of the play? Answer. The main theme of the play is impractical and useless formal education is meaningless in life if it cannot help the person to make a living. And the drama also exemplifies the role of teachers. They are always superior to students. The students cannot outwit them no matter how clever they are. Like for example, no matter how intelligent and clever the child is, he can never outstand his parents. They will always remain senior to him and will stand tall in front of him. So, teachers are to be respected in life due to their respectable position. And teachers are always more knowledgeable and tactful than the pupils, otherwise they cannot be called the teachers, or they will not be there as teachers. E. Sketch the character of Wazirkov. Answer. Wazirkov is the central character of this play. He seems to be a very shrewd, clever and greedy man of about 40 years of age. Maybe he was not serious in his studies during student life, for which he was having to pay in his adulthood. He was jobless and penniless. He knew nothing about the business world, which means he lacked practical knowledge in his life. That's why his friend Lederer suggested him to go back to his school to get refund of his tuition fees. He felt that he learned nothing from his school and whatever theoretical knowledge he had got from there was quite useless and meaningless to him. Also, he showed a very rude and impolite behavior to his teachers and principal. Also, we can say that he was very negatively bold and insane to enter his school and demand a refund of his tuition fees. A sensible and respectable person will never think of doing such a thing in life. So at last, He had to leave the school with great humiliation and failure. We can say that he was an unsuccessful, foolish person. Now, reference beyond the text. In this, I again want to remind you all students that your answers can be very different than mine. If these kinds of questions will come in your exam, students, please give your own personal views. You can be very open and give your personal opinions in it. Don't be surprised, my answers might be quite different than you thought. Let's begin. A. The play is a satire on the present-day education system. Do you think that our education system does not prepare students for life? Discuss. B. Our education system focuses on memorization rather than creative thinking. Do you think the knowledge imparted by education may not have practical relevance in one's day-to-day life? Who do you blame for this? Students, these two questions are quite similar, so I would like to give a single answer to both of them. Answer: no, I don't think so. Now, changes have come in our country's education system as well. Attempts are being made from all sides to make the formal education of the school both practical and theoretical. There are many practical subjects such as English, math, science, art and craft, music, social work, and home science, etc., etc. It is the responsibility of every student to take their studies seriously in life. They think they can have fun the whole year round and scrape through their exams at the end. This kind of thinking is very wrong. Students and parents should be more careful and should pressurize the school management to remove the incapable teachers. If they cannot teach the lessons creatively, interestingly, and making them practically important for the students, that is for sure. But we cannot always blame the education system and say that the whole education system is wrong. In today's modern world of technology and multimedia, traditional schools cannot survive at all because parents and students will not choose them. Due to internet and online services, today we have access to so much knowledge and information at any time. We are highly alert and aware of what is happening in this world. So good system and educational methods should be timely introduced in our schools, and good and dedicated teachers should be hired. Schools and school management teams are forced to keep themselves updated in their teaching methods and upgrade the knowledge they impart to their students. So it all depends upon the students how they take advantage of all this. We have always found in our society that studious and hardworking students excel in their later life also. That is because they made good use of the knowledge they received from their schools. So we cannot always blame our schools and education system for our failures. See, most of the students want to learn just for examination rather than knowledge. Do you think that certificate will help them in their future career? My answer to this is not true. There are many hardworking and sincere students, those who study well and pass their exams with good marks or with good grade. They have worked really hard to get this grade. We cannot say that the students pass their exam in Nepal by fluke. No, this is not true at all. I don't agree to it. Students, those who work hard and takes their studies seriously, will definitely perform well in their exams. They will get a certificate with good grade, and of course their certificates will help them to excel in their future career. No doubt, certificates with good grades are very important for us, for anyone.